Idiots need experts. Experts don't need idiots. We need experts to help us idiots. To give us idiots expert running advice. Experts to help the idiots. Hey!
Sammy, what's the most random or unexpected thought that's shown up?
Strangest thing that's gone through your mind during a long run?
Probably like why I'd done a backyard ultra and I got to about 140 miles, but then around about 130. So just as we're getting into that second night, you're running and there was like a log straight down along it, and there was like polar bears and Newcastle tops playing football, and I was like, why are they playing football in the tree? And it's just, you have to kind of shake yourself. You're just getting to the point. Obviously that was at the time where I didn't realize that you can actually bank some sleep, and how, so I had went the whole 30 hours with no sleep, plus the 12 hours I'd been up traveling down to it before it. So I was touching all 40, nearly 50 hours no sleep, and I started seeing polar bears playing football in the forest.
Nick, quick one. What's the strangest thought you've ever had pop into your head during a run?
Weirdest or funniest thing that's crossed your mind during a run? Take your time, you've been on a lot of runs, but the weirdest or funniest thing that you can say on the podcast.
The weirdest thing that's crossed my mind. I know you put me on the spot here. You see, this is all a bit impromptu, and there was no preparation time given. I don't know. I've had a lot of weird thoughts, but yeah, slightly odd stuff. But I have often thought about, when it is getting really tough, and you think, if I just fell off the side of this cliff, would that be, that I wouldn't have to keep running, and my legs would stop hurting. That's a bit deep and dark, isn't it? That so, but yeah, I definitely had a few kind of intrusive thoughts to think, what are you doing? You could just like, I remember there's this point at UTMB and it was pitch black, and I sort of suddenly realized that to the side of me there was this drop of about, I don't know, 1,000 foot or something, and I thought, well, that's probably a bit easier if you just go that way, it'll certainly it'll end quickly, but yeah, obviously you don't do that, so you carry on. But yeah, I don't think I wouldn't say I have any amusing thoughts. It's more a bit of the, when you're in the hole and stuff's getting a bit tough, then yeah, your thoughts can get a bit dark, but you just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Joe, what's the weirdest thing you've caught yourself thinking about?
The weirdest or funniest thing that has gone through your mind during a run?
Oh, it's like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to DNF. And then you have the most epic run or race in your whole life. Isn't that amazing? How the emotions can change like a roller coaster, It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. And now, because I have more experience than the beginning, when those thoughts are coming, because they are coming, I said, okay, Joe, laugh and just move on.
Isaac, what's the weirdest thing your mind has decided to focus on?
I look forward to your answer to this one, Isaac. What's the weirdest or funniest thought that's crossed your mind during a long run?
Weirdest or funniest? I mean, okay. The joy that you get from running is because you can let thoughts develop, right? You can even do this listening to music. And I think I'm having more and more epiphanies, is a word, all the time during my sort of 10-year stint here with ultra running, because I can kind of converse mentally with myself on a 3-hour run, and it takes real time for real thought to develop. And so here's a weird thought. I've been really convinced that, of course, we are in the end times. People aren't realizing this. I mean, they had some awareness of it in the Cold War. We have the nukes. A single nuclear sub can blow up the entire east coast of cities. There are hundreds and hundreds of subs. We have hundreds more times firepower we need to destroy this whole planet. this thought occurred to me back in my geology days at Wittenberg when I was running with, then of course we're in the end times. We have been since 1945, right? Because we humans have the capacity to destroy the world, and time just keeps moving on. So I'm surprised we still exist.
Derek, when you're out running and your thoughts start drifting, what's the strangest one you've noticed?
What is the weirdest or funniest thought that's crossed your mind during a long run?
The weirdest or funniest thing that crossed my mind during a long run. Oof.
You know, there should be like weird and funny things, but when I'm in these races, I'm always smiling, but I'm always like just happy and not jokey or funny or that. You know, every now and then when I'm at a race and I see the cameras, I'll give them one of those, you know, during a race, just for fun. But most of the time when I'm in the races like Antarctica or in Africa or across the Atacama Desert and things like that, I almost can't believe I'm there. And I feel like I'm a little kid on Christmas morning, and I'm like full of joy. And during the races, I suppose during long training runs, the mind wanders a little bit. But man, in those races, I really feel like I'm running on clouds. And I felt like that in the MS Run the US. Yeah. Like really, really present. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here in the middle of Antarctica, you know, and running a marathon, and you diagnosed with MS. You know, it just is like, I can't believe my life. Maybe that's weird that I'm happy and running on clouds, but I don't, I wish I had like a goofy, funny story.
Ashley, when you're running, what's the oddest thought you remember having?
What's the weirdest or funniest thing that's crossed your mind during a long run?
I honestly don't know, because part of my ability to be an idiot is I don't have like a deep memory, but like my brain doesn't store things that it doesn't need. So I have extreme focus. I remember things that I absolutely have to, but then I don't hang on to stuff, which I really appreciate. It feels like I don't have a lot of baggage. So I really can't tell you what the dumbest thing I've ever thought of when I was running. I can tell you the dumbest thing I've done.
Oh, that's a later question, I think. Matt, isn't that a later question?
I believe so.
Jerry, from a mindset point of view, what's the strangest thing that's ever gone through your head while running?
The weirdest or funniest thing that's gone through your mind on any of these events, runs?
There's no coastal path around the Irish coast. I know there's a coastal path around the English coast, Welsh coast, and Scotland maybe. There's no coastal path. There's no Irish coastal path. There's bits and pieces, and sometimes you're running along and you think, this is really lovely. This is a lovely coastal path. And suddenly you come to a barbed wire fence. Yeah. And you think, God, why did I come down this way? And you're just, you're just thinking, oh. And I mean, I've said, why am I doing this? This is, this is hard work. It's harder. And even this summer, I think it's rained so much this summer, the summer just gone. Everything has just grown so much. And sometimes I'm running through long grass and I'm thinking, oh, why am I doing this run? Why did I come this way? And you just, you're just hallucinating almost,
Ben, what's the most random or downright weird thing that's ever popped into your head mid-run?
Weirdest and funniest thing that's crossed your mind in the long run?
I try not to think. I'm a big headphone sort of audiobook. I guess the weirdest thing is currently listening to the Horus Heresy series from Warhammer, and quite often do run along thinking, wouldn't it be nice to be some sort of elite super soldier, like running after aliens and shooting them and stuff? And I guess that's just because that's what I'm listening to. I did hallucinate on my first 100 miler that a pile of rocks was a giant robot coming to get me.
And how'd that one turn out for you?
Luckily, the pacer that was with me just gave me a look and was like, just a pile of rocks, man. No idea what you're on about. I was just like,
Alex, when you're out running, what's the strangest thought you've ever had?
The weirdest or funniest thing that's gone through your mind during a long run.
So that was.
If you can tell it,
Yeah, I could tell it. So, people always go, "What do you think about on these things?" I'm like, "You've actually told me." They think you're nuts. Well, I was going along, so my feet were in a really bad way. So then I'm running along and I'm thinking about my feet. And then that gets me thinking about feet. And then, so I've got a really good friend called Angela. And she's about to have a hysterectomy, and she wants to run the story of returning to running post hysterectomy. So she's been building up her Instagram following. And she says to me, she goes, "God, the amount of blokes I get messaging me asking me for feet pics is ridiculous." Because I just block them all. And so I was thinking about this as I was running along, and I was thinking, you know what? In 45 years of my life, I can't think of a single person who's asked me for a picture of my feet. And I was like, so either it's a male-female thing, blokes are just want pictures of feet and women don't, or Angela's got more attractive feet than me. And I was like, right, so hang on, so how would they know she's got more attractive feet than me? Because as far as I can tell, neither of us have ever put a picture of our feet on any social media. So they've got nothing to judge it by. So that means, can you judge what someone's feet looks like by the person? Or are they just taking a punt? And then I was like, and why am I getting weirdly competitive about my feet compared to my friends?
You were posting pictures of your feet for free?
I know. I could have made some cash there. Well, I can't. This was afterwards because I thought, you know what? There's no point charging for my feet pics because no one's bloody ass. I might as well just stick them up.
Feet pics? Missiles? Jumping off a cliff? Wow, this is deep. Turns out runners don't just run. They mentally leave the planet. Next up, we find out the most idiotic thing they've ever done on a run. Honestly, this should be worrying.